the importance of e-government and where it has reached over the years. This is the 6th year we are holding it.
I think it's one of the most important conferences we have here, concerned with communication between government, agencies and the public. I think we have taken many steps forward, and we have many contributors from all over the world. They come, look what we have done, and we learn from their experience. And being presented by UN prize in this field, in communication and internet, and I think that proves that Bahrain have gone forward. But still, we want to go further because this technology is developing so fast, and we are keen to see this service available to our people in the best way possible.
Thank you, Your Excellency. Joining us right now is U.S. expert in the IT, Mr. Robert Tursik. Mr. Robert, welcome to Bahrain.
Thank you. I'm very happy to be in Bahrain.
Mr. Robert, could you tell us about your participation in this forum?
Yes, I was invited here to be one of several speakers from around the world who are coming to Bahrain to talk about best practices in IT and in particular e-government.
Could you tell me what kind of discussions you will be holding during the 3-day event?
Yes, well, I'm starting the show tomorrow, so I'm doing the opening talk, and I'll be talking about how we're turning things, physical things, into information, and in doing so, how it's changing the economics of production.
What do you think about Bahrain being on which scale do you see Bahrain? You've attended many international seminars, so how do you see Bahrain? Where does Bahrain stand?
One of the things that's clear to me is that from the very highest authority in Bahrain, there is support for e-government, and in general, there's support for IT and bringing the country up to the best level of international expertise. I'm very impressed by that. I've met with a number of government ministers here who take this very, very seriously, and so I see it as a high priority for Bahrain.
Mr. Robert, you would also be hosting some training in the mobile application development tomorrow. There will be a workshop. So could you tell us about it? What is it about?
Yes, sure. The point of the workshop is to give some hands-on guidance in a very small scale with individual people who have a business, who maybe want to launch a mobile application or extend their business out to mobile phones. And that could be anyone. It could be part of the government, a government body or a government department. It could be a business, a large business or a small business. And so I and 2 other colleagues, Gary Schwartz and Ralph Simon, will be meeting with these different companies and organizations to see how we can help them, to give them some suggestions. Maybe we'll give them some tools or some tips. So that's the point of the workshop tomorrow.
Thank you so much.
Sure, it's my pleasure. Thank you for having me here. I'm very excited to be here.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Your Excellency, could you brief me about how the Housing Ministry is switching over to the e-services?
First of all, I'd like to take this opportunity to praise His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Mubarak Al Khalifa for being responsible and looking really seriously after this portfolio. Today, after launching this initiative, 6 years after launching this initiative, we're just seeing the fruits, where we see the e-services are becoming more and more in use in all government agencies and government applications. I would like just to highlight a few things about our use or in the e-side, in the e-electronic services side. Let me start by saying that the Tender Board during 2012 has launched the e-tendering on a pilot as a pilot project. So far we see lots of good results happening, where major government agencies and ministries are tendering through this system. In fact, today we have awarded a small prize to the government agency who has the highest contribution to the e-tendering, which is EWA, the Authority of Water and Electricity and Water. Hopefully that this will bring in more and more ministries towards this system. And inshallah also this will put the platform for an purchasing for the whole government in the future. As far as the Ministry of Housing is concerned, also we consider ourselves as we did somehow good during 2012, where we launched our website. It's a total and interactive site where we communicate so many things with the public, and we offer a broad spectrum of services. On the parallel, we just launched our HSD, Housing Department system. It has been developed locally here in Bahrain with big support from the CIO. This system has passed its what they call it testing phase. It's been proven to be very good. Again, we're getting so much benefit from it as far as time, as far as speed and accuracy. And I think hopefully during the next year it will be developed to a single window concept, where we will be linked with all the government agencies to whom we need to extract some information. And this is only the start. Hopefully next year we will also build all this platform to offer more and more electronic services.
Thank you, Your Excellency.
You're welcome.
Your Excellency, could you tell us about the importance of the e-government and the e-services?
I think this kind of service is very important during this world. We are here in the Ministry of Education. We have very good relation between the ministries through the school and the e-government. I think we have a lot of things we did to give a lot of service for the citizen in Bahrain.
Your Excellency, could you tell us how you're going to, is there going to be in the near future some way that you're going to train the students in the maybe higher education about the e-government services?
I think we, under the umbrella of His Majesty School for the Future, they have a lot of things happened since 2005. And you have an open invitation to visit our school, and you see a lot of things happened inside the school regarding the internet or the smart board.
Dr. Zakaria, could you tell us about the importance of e-government excellence awards?
Thank you very much for this interview. In fact, first of all, let me congratulate who won for this award, Excellent Government Excellence Award, from different sectors, from government sector, private sector, and also from NGO and as well citizen sectors. Really, my deepest congratulations to those who wish, and really for those who don't have such luck to win, I wish them the best for the next awards. The significant importance for this award is to inject the culture of competition inside the government sector. And what is exactly that we're looking for? To have such products that can raise the quality of government services and also to leverage the project of which is provided by government. This kind of culture, it will improve the way of doing business with our customers as a government, as well as it will make kind of high-level enhancement across the full society, Bahrain. This year, we've been targeted NGO as one of the most significant of community who can add a lot of value for the e-government program, as well as we have involved what we call e-concept, which is about to suggest innovative and creative ideas that might add value for the government services. This year, 2 won for this award in particular, and e-government will adopt these 2, and we are committed to execute these 2 innovative projects on the ground.
Doctor, could you also tell us how these awards are helping to create more innovation in the public sector as well as individuals?
With regard to public sector, we usually starting giving kind of collective workshops for government representatives to teach and give kind of constructive lessons how they can win and how they can comply for the international standards. It will be much more empowerment for the government sector to comply with the international standards, which we already adopted within this award. This from the government sector, which we have really felt during the selection of the award, that a lot of government projects have been improved because they've been complied with the international standards, and also to inject a new policy of developing their project and as well as government services. In regard to private sector, we have one category called Best ICT Solution Provider, which usually we give to private sector who really gives kind of cooperation and excellent support for the government project. And this year, GBM has been won for this award, and we congratulate them for this award, and they're really giving good support and cooperation with the government sector doing their operations and projects.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Joining us now is Mr. Mohammed Al-Qaid, the CEO of the eGovernment Authority. Mr. Mohammed, thank you for joining us. Could you tell us about how this year's forum is different from the previous year?
Yeah, this year we have 20 international speakers from all over the world. Even for the first time, we have somebody from South America. Many keynote speakers talking about very interesting and forward-thinking subjects. This year we have, for the first time, 6 workshops with 6 societies. Very focused workshops. The turnout is very high. For the first time, we have the registration reaching almost 800. Usually it's between 400 to 450. So a big success because of the speakers that we have and because of the good marketing.
MashaAllah, inshallah, we hope in the coming years it will increase more and more. How the e-government initiatives are helping Bahrain to turn into a knowledge-based economy?
I think by getting the customers more engaged to the government services and using the technology, so it's changing the culture of employees to deliver the services, changing the culture of the people to use the services, government services. We're trying to build the private sector as well, give as much as possible of our project to the private sector, creating more jobs. Having the companies, Bahraini companies, being able to deliver government services, cope with the demand of the different ministries, and to be able to export that outside, supporting the economy.
Thank you so much.
Welcome.
Ms. Amal, could you tell us about your participation in the event?
First of all, I would like to thank Sheikh Mohammed bin Mubarak for opening that exhibition. We are participating as Rubin Store, the agent of Sharp for 50 years in Bahrain, with the display units, information display units, and with the touch screen panels. And it gives us an opportunity to introduce to Bahrain and to the market new products, and which it will help and work well with the e-government.
So are you, these screens are, you think is usable for, to be introduced in the e-government services?
Yes, we have 24/7 screens which can be used for 24 hours. It can be used in different ways, and these screens can be used with the Ministry of Information, can be used for traffic, can be used with some telecommunications. It can be used also like in hospitals. It can be used in so many different ways, and even in traffic especially, because this screen can be 24/7. It doesn't get hot, no heat, and the resolution of the screen is amazing. We have a 2K and 4K display unit. And also, as you can see, we have the video wall panels, which it can be of any size, and you can also use the same screen in, with the different squares, that you can see so many things in one screen. And it can be put your software. We can also arrange for the software, which it can be also can be used for account, for medical, for school. And we have the touch screen, which it is very good for universities and schools, and it's really up to date.
Thank you so much, Ms. Hamid.
You're most welcome. Thanks.
While Bahrain shares from the experiences of the international experts, we all must switch to the e-services platform. Thank you for watching.